Alright, here's today's project on another deck build or rebuild. We're going to just tear this one completely off the house and rebuild it. It's going to be the same width, which is about 30 feet from here all the way down to there. We are going to bring it out 2 feet. We're going to have 2 sets of stairs. Shouldn't be too awful bad. I haven't seen anything that tells me this is going to be a tough build. There's nails in these deck boards. That's something I always highlight to check for. I used to think screws would be easier, but they are not. Screws can be rusted out and the head's torn off. I think it's going to be easier to knock these wooden boards off. It'll be harder to get them out of here than it will off of here. But that's today's deal. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stick the camera up underneath real quick. See what we're kind of dealing with. I'm really not sure what that inner board looks like, if it can be reused or not. I see a gas line. Other than that, that's about all for now. 1.5. I was thinking 2 hours. Alright, the deck is gone. Took us just under 2 hours, but it's gone. We left that beam up against the house. We're going to reuse that. And fortunately the wood got delivered while we was working, so we can keep right on getting it. That's everything we tore off. And that's the guy been on break since he got here. Alright, this is what we got for today. 4 o'clock. It's been brutally hot. Been in the heat and the sun all day, and it's actually about to storm, as you can hear. We're calling it a day. Got the beam put in and these joists put in. These joists are just toenailed on this end. The hangers are in them up in there. About 32 feet that way. And like I said, the beam got in. It did give us some trouble. We had a string pulled and everything was right, but somehow it got low. So we had to take about an hour working on getting that right. We'll come back tomorrow and put these in. Start putting 4x4 posts up for the handrail, and then pull a string through here, cut that. Connor's gonna put some water on the concrete around them posts. Put some 4x4s in for the handrails, and then we'll start putting deck boards down. Then we can finish that up and put some stairs down. That is all for today. All right, another quick update. This is the beginning of day 3 on this deck. So this is what we got finished yesterday. I think the last time I videoed we had the joist laid out. So we cut them all off. It's a lot quicker just to throw the joist on there instead of measuring every one. Just put them all up, and then we pulled a string or a chalk line, you know, through here, marked them, cut every one of them, and then put a 2x8 here, and then after we got our deck boards on, put another 2x8 on here just to kind of close all those edges off. Same on the other end. So we got all the deck boards on yesterday. Started on the handrails, got all those up. Just had to put pickets on there. You can see that one post needs to be trimmed down, maybe 1 or 2 of the other ones, I'm not sure. But those are all bolted in from inside, so they're locked in really good, and you don't see. I like putting them in instead of out here. So that's done. Now we didn't have enough screws to get all the deck boards screwed down, so we just kind of got each end and a few here and there. So we'll go back this morning, picked up some more screws last night to finish putting the deck boards down. So we'll finish getting that done, get the pickets in. I got 2 sets of stairs to build, and this job's gonna be done. Made really good time on it. I had kind of figured on 5 days, and I'm assuming we're gonna finish today unless anything major comes up. We'll have this thing done today. And I always like, you can see these posts are set in a little bit because I got that beam in. It's just cantilevered about 1 foot. I think you can go up to 2 feet, but I want 1 foot. That way those 4x4s aren't just right out in front of you. And it's kind of the same on the end too, where that 4x4 hitting out here, so everything's just kind of cantilevered. And then we put these chamfered edges on that beam. Just everything looks really nice when you're done. That's it. We should finish up today. I'll check back in and give you an update. I was going to show up underneath on that one where it's trimmed, but making good progress. Okay, this is the start of day 4. We did not quite get finished yesterday. We got very close though. Took a long time to get the deck board screwed in. As you can see, we got the pickets up. Now those are just shot in with a finish nail. We're gonna come back and pre-drill every one of those, put a screw in them so they don't pop out, but you can see what it's gonna look like. So that took a while. Connor was working on that for the majority of yesterday, and I worked on these stairs for the majority of yesterday. Stairs, at least for me, can be time consuming. There's 4 stringers on each set of stairs. So, and I had to always use a stair calculator. I think it's on dex.com. But I had to find out about how far from here up to level is, so I'd know how far down, how much of a drop I was going to have. And then there's a, you really just put your numbers in their calculator, and it's really good at letting you know how many treads, the widths, all that kind of stuff. And of course the bottom rise is always a little shorter than the top rise because of, well, this has got dirt here, but there's not another deck board on the bottom. But anyway, you figure all that out when you start doing stairs and stringers. We're gonna finish putting the rails on here today. Cut the tops of the 4x4s down to length. There's one board along the back that needs to be ripped and put in, but I'm very confident we'll be done today. The biggest thing after that is getting all this wood out of here. That's gonna take a while. Got a little bit of leftovers, take that back, and it'll just be a matter of cleaning up. But I'll check back in when we're done. All right, we're all done. Handrails are done, steps are done, everything's done. It's all cleaned off, so I ain't gonna walk up there. That is it.